Hi everyone, it's Kelly, and I'm here on Tuesday with a tutorial, Teach Me Tuesday, for Mbtreasurista. Now, what we're going to do today is resist techniques, and I have a couple of things that I'm going to try out, things that I have already done, and things that I'm going to kind of go along and see how it goes as we are. So let's get started. The first thing that I want to show you is a resist technique that you use Versamark watermark stamp pad, and this will stamp in a colorless mark on any of your projects. With your stamp, I used just this clear finial stamp, as you can see, and I've done it already because I realized my batteries are going dead. So I wanted to have everything prepared. And then what you're going to use is some clear embossing ink. And the reason you're using clear is because you don't want to see it. In order to do a resist, you have to have something that's completely transparent. So I'm going to go ahead and heat set this. You'll be able to see the colors change and they'll disappear. You won't be able to see them anymore. Okay, so I've stamped that out, and then I stamped it with the Versamark. I used my clear embossing powder and I put it over top of it, and then I took my heat embossing tool and I heat set it so it looks like this. We're going to let that dry a little bit just so we can get it so it's not, you know, too tacky. Going to let that dry. Another thing that we're going to do is also using our hot glue guns. If you don't have a template, if you don't have any stencils or anything like that, and let's say you want to do something for a project and you want to have like a texture or a resist, let's say we want a brick wall, you can use your hot glue gun. So mine looks really gross, but if you go in and you just make your, basically you just take your hot glue gun and use it as you would drawing paper. Now we're going to go to the end here. Okay, and I do have a lot of loose, but we'll get that then. I always get that with my heating tool, and then they'll disappear. So you want to let this dry, and it'll dry, and it'll be really, really cool. As you can see, I'm making like a brick pattern. Super easy. Anybody that can draw really well can probably do something a little bit more intricate. But this is just what I want to show you for now. Okay, we're going to go up here. Oh, I need another glue stick. Okay, I'm going to go up here, go across. Okay, so this is what my brick pattern looks like right now, and I'm going to go along the edge here. I hope you guys can see. Alright. Now, you'll notice a lot of these little loose ends. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my heat tool and just kind of heat set that so all the little loose ends will clean up. Okay, so we see how that works, guys? Okay, and now we're going to let that dry. So as you can see, we have our embossing clear powder side over here, and we have our brick pattern over here. Okay? So what I'm going to do then is, I am a messy painter. I was painting already today, but I want to paint again. I just have a little piece of paper here with my white acrylic paint. You can use a stamp pad to do this as well, especially if you're using white paper. You can use Distress ink, Stampin' Up! Ink, pigment ink, craft ink. You can use any kind of ink. You could use glimmer sprays. I decided to do black just because I wanted to see what I could get from the white. So I'm going to go ahead and go in, and the first thing I'm going to do is my embossing powder side. So I'm just going to paint with my hands today, guys, so I hope you don't mind. It's already coming out. It's already coming out. This is cool. I love painting with my fingers. Okay, so there's what we have for right now. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with my baby wipe, and I'm just going to show you a little bit of what you can do here. If I just take my baby wipe and I just kind of skim across the top. Just like that. I hope you guys can see this. It's kind of difficult. I'm just skimming across the top really, really lightly. Getting in all those grooves of the embossing powder, okay? I hope you can see this. Can you guys see what's happening here? Okay, we're going to go in again. Okay, so basically the baby wipe is resisting, well, the image is resisting the white because we're wiping it off with the baby wipe. And you're left with the white background and this really, really cool image that has just a little bit of texture. And that is what that looks like. Very pretty on a card or a painting, a background of a layout. It's just really, really fun to do. It's really messy, artsy. I love that kind of thing. So I wanted to show that to you guys. And I will have a little mess here, but I'm going to clean up my station, come back, and then we're going to finish the bricks, and we're going to see how this works. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back, and I just wanted to put a disclaimer out there. I do not always have a lot of luck uploading long videos, so I'm really, really sorry if I'm rushing through this. I'm trying to cover the basics of everything on how you use these techniques. If you have any questions, please email or PM me, or leave a note below if you do have any questions about anything, and I'll try to answer them as I can. I wish I could do a longer tutorial and kind of go slower and just go at a nice, easy pace that you could follow along and craft with me, but I usually do not, like, my camera's not a really good camera, and so I usually have trouble loading. So, okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. And again, I'm sorry if I'm going too fast, but I don't know if you can maybe put me in slow motion. Or just stop the video as you go along if you're trying to craft along with me. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to cover our brick wall and see how this works. So I've never done this before, guys. I had this idea. I saw some different techniques that I saw some other people were doing with hot glue, and I thought, I'm going to try this. So here we go. And again, I'm painting with my fingers because I like to do that. I'm going to get the edges really, really white because if I use this on a project, I will be using it on something that would be very shabby chic. And I don't want that real dark black starkness to show through. And as you can see, the glue is showing the texture. It's pretty cool, actually. It's kind of fun running your fingers over it. It feels really neat. You guys probably think I'm crazy, but that's okay. Okay. I'm going to rub this out a little bit. Keep going here. Get a little more in the little dents up here. Okay, so there we have our really, really cool brick wall. And now I'm going to get my baby wipe. Okay, and I'm going to rub very gently over just the top of it and see how it resists. So if you want it to stand out more, you just rub more of the paint off. If you don't want it to stand out, then you don't really need a baby wipe. You can just kind of let it as it is. Okay. Alright. So there is my brick wall. And what I'm actually going to do now is I'm actually going to tear this because I am going to use it. Okay. You guys are like, what is she doing? I'm tearing it. I'm just going to cover the back edge of this because I don't want any of the black to show. Okay. And then this is when I'm going to get my MB's goodies out. Okay, so here's my brick wall. Okay, I need a new something to lay this on. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out my leaf trim from Mbtreasurista, and it looks like this. Okay, really, really pretty. And I'm going to pull out all my little mulberry sweetheart blossoms, and these are from Waterford Crafts, sold in Misty's store. And I'm going to go ahead and cut some of these off, and I'll be right back to show you what we're going to do. Okay guys, I'm back, and I have my leaf trim, and I'm going to start on one side, and I'm just going to lay down a little bit of glue, and I'm going to adhere this to the wall, the brick wall that we made. Okay. Just kind of adhere it along the wall. This is going to be like really cute for like a shabby chic girly layout, and I'm not really sure where I'm going to put, like, I thought about putting a little stamped image of a girl sitting on top of the wall. I'm not really sure yet what I'm going to do there, but I'm going to go ahead and cut that here. Okay, and then I'm going to do the other side. So I finished the other side of the wall, as you can see, And I did go in and use some brown glimmer mist and spray it there. I did take some of the Tattered Angels glimmer paint in Pink Lady, and I went around the outside edges just to add a little bit of depth. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in and add my Mulberry Sweetheart Blossoms, and we're going to see this transform. So it's cute little wall. I have Disney pictures that need scrapbooked yet, so I thought just maybe I could use it for some of those. I'm just going to kind of go in a zigzag here. If you guys can see me, I have no rhyme or reason to this at all. I'm just going to kind of adhere them here and there. Okay, there's the first side. As you can see, I'm going to go in again here. I love these Sweetheart Blossoms. They are so tiny and so adorable. I'm sorry, I'm out of the camera. Go in here. So this is a great way to add a brick wall to your projects if you do not, like I said, if you don't have a stencil or even the background paper, and you want a little bit of texture, something different. These hot glue gun resists are really, really easy. Of course, you have to make sure that it's not going to get super, super hot, but once it's in an album, there's no reason why it would. Okay, and then I'm going to take this one here. Go up top here, maybe right at the corner. And then I have a couple of other ones here. I think I'm just going to add them in. So I'm going to put this little white one here, add a couple right there. And then I'll take this red one, maybe go over here. Right there. And I think I'm going to go up in this corner. This is my last one. Okay, I'm going to go up here. Where am I going to go? Where do I want to go with this? I don't know. I wish I could ask for your suggestions. Oh, before my glue dries, where am I going to put it? I think I do want it up here. It just doesn't seem like the right colors. I guess I'm going to put it down here. Okay. And of course there's different things that you can, oh, there's a big long glue string. Of course I'm sure there's different things that you could do. If you have a grass dye, you could put some grass down here. Actually, I have this like really cool mesh. I could totally drape this down over. If I had a little bit, just a little bit, and I drape it down over my layout, okay? Let's imagine this, draping it down over my layout, and then putting this over top and around outside here. I don't know. Anyways, so okay guys, this is my projects. This is for my Teach Me Tuesday. This is the embossing resist, and again we stamped it in Versamark, used the clear embossing powder to sprinkle over top, And of course you wipe away the excess powder, or you shake it off, and then use your heat embossing tool to heat set it. And then we used, our paint, and we just painted right over top of it, and then used a baby wipe to wipe the excess off, and this is what we came up with. Of course, it's still a little messy because this is an unfinished piece, but if you were, if I was to do this on a canvas, I would finish painting here and just go around the whole area, and it would be very, very interesting for your scrapbook projects. And then this one, we used the hot glue technique, and we made our really, really cute little brick wall. And then I used, again, some of the leaf trim from Mbtreasurista and the little sweet magnolia cherry blossoms. No, mulberry sweet heart blossoms. And created this cute little wall. Okay, that's everything. So check out mbtreasurista.com for all the goodies that I showed you from the store. And use the code Kelly10 to get 10% off of your order. Let Misty know that I sent you over. And, oh, I will have a link. I knew there was something else I wanted to tell you. I will have a link to my blog that has all the materials listed. So, thanks everyone for watching. Bye!